So, just sort of start telling the story like you were telling it to a grandson.
Hmm.
How did you get to Alaska?
Well, we drove just our pickup with a topper on. That was kind of a pleasant trip just driving up there anyway.
Which city in Alaska were you going to?
It was North Pole, Alaska.
Is that a large?
It was very close to Fairbanks. We had to go 300 miles farther north. Coldfoot was the name of that town. It was just a good gravel road, but it was good sound road. And then the pilot had just a trailer house up there. I was surprised because he took us out there farther east about 300 miles.
Wow.
Where he dropped us off. It was a makeshift strip just in the grass.
You just landed in a field.
It'd be like a field, yeah.
So then what do you do once you get there?
We just had a pup tent type camp.
That's Roy?
Yeah. Yeah, where we camped, it was, there weren't even any bushes. We got up farther on a hill where we could see around good. In case we heard too many footsteps outside the tent at night, we'd want to be able to get out there and look and see what's coming. The first morning we got up, we could see 2 caribou down there, and we didn't have to hurry walking up there, although we probably did, being seeing the first. They were almost half a mile up there. I was in the small brush that was about this high, and all of a sudden there they were, but I don't think I was more than 50 yards from them.
Wow, you get that close without them running away?
Well, there was that little brush, and besides, it's kind of like they're not used to being stalked.
Okay.
They're kind of careless.
What about, will they smell you?
Oh, they would if you did the wrong way. We had the wind in our favor. They're feeding, their head is down in the grass, and they don't see you. And I knew they were both bulls, but they didn't have big racks. They were like just little ones. I could see them through those bushes. And I shot one, and he went right down. And then I walked around some more, and I could see the other one and shot him. And apparently, I thought there'd be more there, but there weren't. Just those 2 was it.
What kind of guns did you guys use?
30-06.
So you got 2 caribou within an hour of the first day.
Yeah. First caribou I've ever got. We dressed up, we got them out and everything. But by that time, Mama Grizzly had heard the shooting too. They call them dinner bell grizzlies. When they know they're shooting, they know there may be something there to eat. When we walked back to get our packs to pack them out, she was heading up there already with 2 big cubs. When we got about halfway to camp, we saw that the bear was heading towards our shooting.
And you knew right where she was headed?
Oh, yeah.
There was no question?
No.
Or did Roy say to tell you what was going on?
Yeah, he said she'll have one of them at least before we get back.
Did you hurry up and get the pack so you could save one?
Yeah, we just went and got the packs and went right back up there, just walking normal speed. We didn't run, scream and holler at the bears or nothing like that. So we walked in to the one she didn't get on yet, and Roy can hear better than me. He said, well, she don't like us getting any closer because she was kind of grunting.
Were the 2 caribou close to each other?
Probably 60 yards apart, 50, 60 yards apart. And we were a little edgy about even getting that close. The thing is, he said, if she does come after us, the cubs will come too. Yeah, they were big too. I think they had been with her a year.
When you were getting the other caribou and putting it on the pack, were you keeping an eye on the grizzly to make sure she wasn't coming for you?
Well...
Were you nervous?
Well, one of us kept a watch all the time, just glance over there.
Did you have your gun ready? And
we'd lay it beside us when we were working on a log or something so it could easily... I don't know. You wonder... I think it would be impossible almost for 2 guys to stop those 3 bears for some reason she started to charge. It'd probably be, you'd probably lose at least one guy. No, if she'd decide to charge, the cubs would too. As big as they were bigger than any black bear ever was. You wouldn't have much of a chance. But Roy has been used to that since he's been hunting there for several years, and he says if you leave them alone, they'll leave you alone type thing, and it does seem to work.
It wasn't like someone stealing your car or someone stealing your, like, your safe with all your valuables in it. You weren't like gonna chase her off. You weren't gonna shoot her.
Well, no, you assume that she's got as much right to it as we do, and we're mighty happy to let her take one. We'll take the other. That's the attitude that, Roy's kind of the guide. That's the attitude the guides will have. There's no use fighting them. He said if you have to shoot a bear, you're going to have to skin it out and keep that big old hide. Oh man, and bring it home. You can't waste it.
Why?
Well, it's just the rules. They don't want you shooting a bear unless you're going to make use of it. If you didn't have a bear license, they'll understand why you shot it in self-defense, but that doesn't mean you can leave it lay. When we walked in pretty close to get that one and drag it farther away, we felt better with it farther away. We drug it about another 20 yards, but he said she started grunting a little bit and looking at us when we got that close, and that was just about the limit. Otherwise, I think Roy just said we better leave them both if we'd got too close.
Would that have made you mad?
Well, I suppose it would have been the first caribou I ever shot, but thinking about it later, when this whole other bunch come through, so we got 3 more out of it, then I lost my greedy attitude. The next morning, Roy said something about, we saw some coming over a hill north of us. They come over a little ridge, a little mountain area. Next thing, they were coming right down towards camp. And I think the first one I saw was still in velvet. And I got that one. And then the next one, I think, was the big one that I got out here. And I got that. And the velvet was already out of that. So that must have been an older, more mature bull. There was another smaller caribou. And I knew Roy could use some more meat too. So again, I got in on all the shooting.
Do you think you'll hunt again?
Not, you mean like deer?
Anything.
Oh yeah.